In this series, we introduce the stories of some of the DaDa artists who are with us on a journey to try. DaDa presents Try.
We have this wisdom in us, but we have erased it.
Hello, I'm Nikki Miles Weldon, Joint Artistic Director and CEO at DaDa. I am a white woman with wearing a yellow beanie. There's bits of my bleached white fringe poking through. I've got brown rimmed glasses piercing in my left nostril, wearing my black gold Adidas jacket, my DaDa Fest light blue lanyard, dark jeans, blue trainers, and I'm sat in my power wheelchair. And next to me we have...
I'm Grace Ng, and I'm also the Joint Artistic Director and CEO of DaDa. I'm a Singaporean woman of Chinese heritage in her 40s. I've got bangs for a fringe, and the lower part of my hair is overly bleached because it's being pushed out by my original jet black hair. I've got a pair of red headphones around my neck, my yellow DaDa Fest DaDa lanyard. I've got a purple jumper, and I'm all nicely wrapped up, even though in this slightly colder autumn day, but it's lovely and sunny today. And over on my right.
And I'm Alia Alzougbi. I'm a DaDa Fellow and Joint CEO at Shabak Festival, a festival of contemporary Arab arts. I've got long, curly, black hair. I'm a woman of Middle Eastern heritage. I have a white sweater on and a necklace that says my name, Alia, in Arabic on it. And I'm wearing very comfortable brown, Jesus, I don't know my colors. Blue jeans and silver trainers.
Great. I'm going to go back behind the camera.
I know, she says that, but she'll be joining us in a bit, I bet. So Alia, it's lovely to have you here as we're sat in another corner of the Blue Coat courtyard. Behind us on the wall is an old cello with fairy lights around it. If you could describe yourself as a hot beverage, what hot beverage would that be and why?
I am definitely a hot chocolate.
Ooh.
Because I am a child, you know, I'm still a child. I want to play all the time. My instinct is always to kind of look at things with wonder and curiosity, and I have an instinct to laugh at stuff as well. But I think I've got a bit of chili in that hot chocolate, because I was thinking about it and I was like, yeah, I've definitely got chili because I've got a bit of a fiery temper. Yeah, so can we call it a chili hot chocolate? Hot chocolate.
Chili hot chocolate?
Yeah.
Hot what? A chili hot chocolate?
A chili hot chocolate.
Of course.
Yeah.
And it's brilliant, isn't it? That kind of curiosity.
Yeah, absolutely.
And playfulness.
Yeah, I think that's a big thing, that playfulness that I don't know if we lose it as adults, but we kind of start to suppress it and repress it because we're not supposed to appear playful. So we kind of hide our playfulness. And I really struggle to hide my playfulness.
No, me too. Well, we're really delighted to have you with us as one of our fellows on our programme, our Artist Incubation Hub. Tell us who you are as an artist. Yeah. We know that you're playful, you're curious. Tell us more.
So I trained as an actress, but very quickly found myself becoming more of a storyteller. And part of the reason for that was I was sick of people telling me what my role should be, given my heritage. And also, my disability is acquired. And as my disability became more and more pronounced, I felt that I had fewer roles that were offered to me, and I decided I've never been a victim. I'm not interested in victimhood, and I thought to myself, how can I flip the script, so to say? So I started writing stories that are very much from my heritage, but also speak to themes that I'm really quite interested in as well, and really allow this clownish side to me to come out, while also finding the profound sort of wisdom that gets passed on from generation to generation as well. Yeah, so that would be, I would say that would be my main art form is storytelling.
And what are the themes that you say you explore in that work?
I'm very big on themes of healing. I've really been drawn to stories that heal, a story as medicine over the past sort of 4 to 5 years. So taking a story as you would take a pill. And a big part of that is because I feel like we're all in pain. I think like our society is broken on so many levels, and stories can soothe in a way that is really incredible. So healing is a big one for me, and the other big one at the moment for me is the earth, which is again about healing. Like, how do we reconnect with the earth and find this kind of lost or cut umbilical cord to our mother, you know? It's our mother, and we're destroying her. So to me, that's something I'm finding myself talking more and more about.
So this season at DaDa is all about to try.
Yes.
Tell us, and we know we've got Scratch coming closer and closer. What is it for you as an artist? What are you trying out?
So with DaDa, with the fellowship, what I've really been interested in over the past few months is, how do you connect with audiences digitally, and how do audiences connect with you digitally? And it's this brave new digital world that we're entering that has so much possibility, and I'm excited about it. But at the same time, I feel like someone's, you know, like really cut me away from my audience. And as a storyteller, you feed off your audience. They're the ones who are feeding you. This is where your fuel is coming from, you know. And when they're not there for you to feed off them, it feels very, who am I talking to? And I want them to feel me as well. You know, it's a very beautiful relationship, that space in between. And so I suppose with DaDa, what I'm trying to think right now through this Scratch, and what I want to really try is, if the artist is absent from the physical space, how do you create a connection with the audience through performance? I have some ideas. And I'm just gonna try. I think try is really the key word. I might really flop with it, but I think it's about asking that question of form and what can be added in a space that allows a digital experience to come tremendously connecting.
So no biggie then, really, is it? Just a tiny thing you're going to try, reaching that audience, having that live feel through digital. No, I think it's really exciting.
For this particular Scratch, I'm looking at a Bedouin tale and bringing in themes of disability, really quite articulated themes of disability. Firstly, because I recently discovered through archives and doing a little bit of research, that the attitude to disability before the advent of colonialism in the Ottoman Empire, which, as you might know, controlled quite a big swathe of the Middle East and what's the Arab world today, actually had very not just tolerant, I hate that word, sorry, but it was normal to have disabled people, deaf, disabled, neurodivergent, yes, as well, in courts and getting married to able-bodied, and you know, they were very much a part of society. You know, there wasn't this distinction.
There wasn't that hierarchy between disabled, non-disabled. It's this, it's that, or the other.
Really, it was very interesting to discover this, and I felt a need to share that this culture that has been erased actually we have this wisdom in us, but we have erased it. You know, we have it. We have precedents of what a society that's completely kind of representative and inclusive and for everyone. They've existed, these societies, but they're just increasingly getting wiped out. And how do we bring them back?
So, what 3 words would you use to sum up being a deaf, disabled or neurodivergent artist?
This is such a tough one, but I'm going to go for these 3 words: grace, divinity, and understanding.
Okay. Why? Tell me about grace.
There's an element of grace to anyone who enters a space in the knowledge that it wasn't made for them and carves out their own space. I find the very act of making your way into a space where you're not supposed to fit and fitting yourself anyway, that requires grace. You can't just go, you know.
Yeah.
So it's not about physical grace, it's about a spiritual kind of grace, which links to this idea of divinity. And divinity here, let's strip it of its religious, any kind of religious connotation, but the divinity of the spirit that overcomes. It's that highness. You have to reach such a high level to overcome and bear yourself, which is what artists do, right? Like that's what we do. We cut ourselves open. We go, look at me, you know, that I've got for you. And there's something. It's an act of divinity to kind of reach that higher self, and then just say, and here I am.
Nice.
You know, there's something very beautiful in that, and really quite almost sacred, I think, to this ability to rise up to these heights, dizzying heights, I would say. And understanding links to this idea of generosity is that I feel as a disabled artist, you're constantly teaching, even if you don't want to be teaching, because some of your audience just don't get you. They don't get you, and you have to be so generous and understanding in the process. And to bring them in, because we've all been mistaught information, every single one of us. Like you said, we've all internalized ableism. And so, yeah, just being with an audience that might find things a little bit difficult and may ask you a question that could potentially be quite offensive. There has to be that level of kind of, it's okay, you're on a learning journey, and you know what? I'm going to help you with that learning journey, yeah.
Great. And Alia, we are really excited that you're here. We're really excited. I'm just going to grab the microphone. Really excited that you're here as part of DaDa Fellows. We're really excited to see what you're going to make at Scratch. And I just want to say thank you very much for taking time out of your schedule, your rehearsal schedule, to come and chat to us today.
And journeying with us.
Thank you so much for having me. It's such an honor to be with you two. Really is.
Honour for us as well. Now, drink your tea, get back to work.